What's going on, y'all? This is MrLetGo, and I'm here with my lovely co-host, Michelle. And today we're going to talk about a woman that divorced her husband because she wanted more money. And I'm sure you guys have seen this, heard about this. Michelle sent this to me, and I'm like, you know what? Let's talk about this. So as you guys come in, hit the like button, and let's play the video.
Been divorced before, my first marriage. We made all of the mistakes. Unfortunately, he passed away.
So why did you guys get a divorce?
Because I really wanted something different. It's very unfortunate because he was the most loving, kind person. I had all the love and support that I could have ever wanted. But I think I went through a period wanting money. Like I wanted to be with someone and be at a different level. And I saw him work all of the time. It's one thing to like work from like 4 a.m. to 10 p.m. at night, day in, day out, and still have no resources. And for me to work, do the same, and just want a different life.
So, long story short, you wanted a different life and lifestyle than he was able to provide. And so you said, you know what, this, I'm out of here. I need more money.
I was selfish and took advantage of a real unfortunate situation, which was he loved me and David unconditionally, completely unconditionally. And when you love someone like that, you really accept their flaws and you accept less than what you should. So really, I should have been a better wife. Every time we saw each other, like you knew that was your soulmate, right?
Wow, so he was your soulmate?
It's hard because I knew how he still felt about me.
He just loved you.
He really did.
And you broke his heart. Oh, don't cry, Chip.
Okay, so this is what we're talking about. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. So this woman is on what show, Michelle?
Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Love and Marriage Huntsville, and she's presently married, right?
Yes.
Okay, so she got married she got married after she divorced the guy.
Yes.
And the guy passed away for some reason, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what is your first thought about this clip or this woman?
My first thought initially was that, excuse me, wanting more money is understandable.
Mm-hmm.
What's not understandable to me as a woman is not trying to get that for yourself. Initially, this is.
Well, she said she worked too. So it was like they both was working hard, apparently couldn't get to some point in their life. Might be freedom, might be stuff, I don't know.
And the way that I feel about that is there's a difference between working and walking in your purpose. If you're working, you're never going to be happy. You're never going to reach the goals and dreams and aspirations and level of happiness if you're just working.
Right.
Now, if you're walking in your purpose, then that's a different thing because the hard work and the investment in it seems worth it in the end goal. But that was my initial reaction, was that, she left because she wanted more money. And while I don't think that there's anything wrong with that, I feel like if this man loved you unconditionally, if he was there for you, why not find a way to, and mind you, you can't force connection. So I'm not, because I have my own personal story where I can kind of actually relate to her, actually, and we'll get into that.
Okay.
But you know, if that was the case, in her mind, seeking the avenue of revenue for herself outside of working just was not there. She was like, I'm not even going to take that route.
Right.
So that was my initial reaction when I first watched the video.
Okay.
That, you know, being with someone, she tried to be with someone for love and realized that she wanted someone for money.
Okay. And I've heard this saying just with women. They'll say their mom taught them, or they'll say their mom said, it's kind of funny. I've heard a few people say this about their mom. They'll say, my mom said she married for love, but the next time she marries is going to be for money.
I've heard that.
And what's funny is you can't marry for money the second time. You don't got older, fat, because they mamas be fat. And I'll be looking at they mamas like, who are y'all fooling?
Oh
But
my gosh.
this is what their moms would say to their daughters.
Mm-hmm.
So that would cause their daughters to say, well, marrying for love doesn't make sense because I'm looking at what my mom went through. So I'm going to marry for money the first time while I'm young, you know. So
I think that's a lot of females training the thought. Like, forget these men. I'm gonna worry about my money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I always feel like, you know, if you don't have a mind to, or a heart really, because it's really a heart posture. If you don't have a heart posture to serve a man in a marriage, then you shouldn't even entertain the idea of being with one.
Yeah.
You really just shouldn't. Like, and the same with a man. Like, if you don't have the intentions on, you know, serving the woman that you're with, you know, in whatever regards that is for y'all two, if you don't have that, like, you shouldn't even be trying to be with a woman, because at the end of the day, the selfishness is going to take over, because it's not who you are. It's not how you operate. It's not what you truly want. And I feel like with her being with this man, you know, women know when it's not what they truly want. Like, women got to be real with themselves. We know when it's like truly not what we want. And so we'll push the envelope. We're like, oh, well, maybe I shouldn't be thinking that way. And we push things under the rug, where it's just like, then you get to a point where this man is continuously being good to you, but because you're not making the decision to cut it off.
Yeah.
Or, you know, stop the stressing and the buildup inside of yourself. You rather live in misery and then go after what you want. But like you said, now you're at a certain age.
Well, the thing about it is that's important for all of us, because men could, I say it all the time that I took time away from women because I was a big keep a woman type of thing, right? So I've never really just been this single dude just running through women. It's I was married early, so I feel like a husband. I act like a husband, right? I act like people's husbands sometimes. So it's just who I am, right? Who I grew up being. So I loved a woman, and not just women everywhere, right? And at a time, I would date knowing that either I can do better than this woman or we just playing, but I love. So I would literally just have a woman live with me or have this, you know what I'm saying? And my homeboy used to laugh at me because since I don't have a lot of family, I would go over his house, him and his wife's house. We grew up together, and he was one of my best friends, where I married my wife, he married his wife, and my other homeboy married his wife. So we all were cool with each other, right? So I've known his wife for years, and I know him for years. So I would go over his house for Christmas dinner or Thanksgiving dinner or whatever, and just, you know, eat their food. And every year I would come there with a new chick. And his wife would be like, yo, Aaron, when are you gonna settle down? You just got all these. And then I'm like, I don't have all of these chicks. I just have this chick now, you know, and then
and there's I don't feel like there's anything wrong with it. You get to know people. That's how that's the only way you're gonna do it, really. I mean, how the hell else are you gonna get to know people? You know what I mean? And when people are not for you, they're just not for you, and that's okay too. But I've heard the expression that a heart doesn't break even, and so you being with these chicks and you don't like them, you know, they may like you a little bit more because, like you said, you show these husband qualities, but in your head, you like, nah, this
not the one. Yeah. So with me, I can somewhat see how she feels, where she's like, I didn't marry these chicks, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I would be with these chicks and I would feel like I can do better than her. Mm-hmm. Right. So at some point when I actually went from just being Aaron Mallory to MrLetGo, and everybody coming in, make sure to don't forget to hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, and drop a super chat or drop a cash app. The cash app is now open, Aaron 1000. So,
or Michelle 1500. Don't forget.
Michelle 15. Oh, that's right. That's right. Michelle 1500. Her cash app is under here
today. You know.
That's right. And Michelle is spelled with one L, not two. Remember that. So, I actually was aware of my own actions, and I pulled away from women and started focusing on becoming who I am now. Right.
Important.
Right. And it was important for me to be able to do that. What's up, Tracy? Too chill. So I'm proud of myself that I actually did that and just pulled away, and I stopped this little situationship stuff, this habit I was having or whatever, because it's the reason why I did it. I knew when I transitioned from this normal everyday 9-to-5 worker to being this person that I'm gonna end up being, I can do better than these type of women. Mm-hmm. They were great women, but I know I could do better because, like, for example, a woman that's more into understanding social media, the world I'm in, versus a 9-to-5 woman, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. She wouldn't understand who I am, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it just makes sense for me to just back away and focus on myself. So if I would have married one of those chicks, right, it would have been a possibility, because I don't know, it would have been a possibility that I would have wanted out.
It would have been a possibility that they would have been like, you're always on the internet. And what are you liking now? And it's just like, girl, like, this is what I do. And I think a lot of people get caught up in not having an identity for themselves. When you create your own identity, I think everybody, like you said, you took that break. Everybody needs to take a break from, even if you don't quit your 9-to-5.
But what if you're married? You can't take a break from your spouse, right?
No, you can't take a break from your spouse. However, what you can do is be honest with your spouse, one to another, and say, hey, look, have you explored who you are? Have I explored who I am?
So what if this is what that woman did?
What? That's what she did, explored who she did explore who she is, and she explored that she wanted money and not to be a wife who's working just as hard as her husband is. That's exploring who you are to an extent of a lifestyle that you want. Okay. Right? Like, a lifestyle that you want is easier to say, I'm going to get it by attaching to someone who has money. Because if I attach to someone who has money, maybe I will, kind of figure out who I am. A lot of these, women get attached to these football players or, these high value men that people want to talk about. And they do start their boutiques. They do start their weave line and all of that stuff. So she wants to do it that way. But then you have women who don't mind getting it out the dirt and saying, okay, well, I made a mistake over there and that, taught me X, Y, and Z. And I did this over here because honestly, this woman who wants money, it's one thing to want money, but it's another thing to have information, to have experience, to have knowledge. You could pay people to do all that stuff for you. But if the shit burned down, you're not going to know how to run anything. You're not going to know how to do anything.
I actually understand how she feels, though, because it's not to me. what I'm seeing from what this woman said, it's not that she just wanted money. She just seen how this life isn't going anywhere. There's no growth. He wakes up at 4 a.m. and he's back home by 10 p.m. and they still broke. You get what I'm saying?
I understand. I do. I understand. I get
It's
it.
a
Like
different
you come home
life.
and nothing is changing but the date.
Because I want you to think about this. Say, as an example, me, and I'm with a woman that works hard and I work hard, right? And I start doing YouTube videos out of nowhere and I just start being on YouTube, right? And I'm not making money in the beginning because you don't make money in the beginning when you start all this stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's going to be on my back like, what are you doing? You need to get a job. And she's going to be complaining, bitching and whining, where I'm not even going to be able to concentrate. She's going to threaten that this ain't going to work, whatever. And my focus isn't going to be able to be on this. And I can see it being miserable because a 9 to 5 person is not going to understand the life of social media because you get paid from different places or whatever. Sometimes you don't get paid from nothing. Sometimes you get paid $20,000 in a month, $30,000 in a month, $50,000 in a month, but sometimes you don't get paid nothing in a month, you know, and then you got, you know what I'm saying? So it's so many different things going on.
Many variables.
It's variables. So a 9 to 5 person who, because I dated a Capricorn, and I don't know if I told y'all this story, but when I was looking to leave, I was selling cars, right? And my goal was to get them to lay me off. And I was on the phone talking to her on a normal basis, and I was just telling her how I felt. And I was like, "Damn, I just don't understand why they won't fire me." And she was like, I just don't understand. You keep saying that, but you for real, ain't you? I said, for real about what? You want them to fire you? I don't understand. I thought you was joking. I said, no, I'm serious. She said, well, why do you want to get fired? I said, so I can start my business. I need unemployment. You know,
I need the money, right?
Yeah, I want the unemployment. So I don't want to be at work, but you know, I get unemployment. That's going to give me a little bit of money. Then I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. You know, I just came out with my book. I want to be able to travel and push my book. I didn't know enough about social media and Facebook ads. Right. So I was just like,
trying to line it up.
Yeah, I wanted to travel and go to places and say, buy my book and do all this other stuff, right? Mm-hmm. And one of the ways I actually started making, well, not making money because the IRS might be watching me. I didn't make any money by driving for Uber and not selling my book while I was driving for Uber. And it didn't work out. And it was great because it was not working out. So I didn't make any money selling my book, Drive for Uber, IRS, but it was awesome because I was like, wow, I cannot make this money and drive for Uber. And I was not making as much money as I was making when I was selling cars. And it was awesome. And I was like, whoa. But by then the girl disappeared. She disappeared because she didn't understand me, and I was cool with that.
But I'm sorry, I know you told that story, but why you say a Capricorn? You were like, I was dating a Capricorn. Is that are those Capricorn tendencies?
They have an addiction to security.
Really? It's a Capricorn thing?
They have an addiction to security. If you step out of the line of security, they like, My mom was a Capricorn. She was a Capricorn. It's like they don't do anything out of the ordinary because they thrive off of security. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So that's why I say I dated a Capricorn, and she wasn't having it, and I respected her for that. I wasn't mad, you know? So dating somebody that wants more or wants different can make the other person start telling you that, yo, I don't agree with that, and we married, so you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead.
That's the thing. Like, it's horrible that she figured that out after they got married, because you know, when you marry someone, you're literally joining each other's your lives together.
Yeah.
So if there is an inkling that you want to do something with your life, I'm not saying not do it while you're married or whatever, but I'm saying that you really need to tap into that, because the later you do it, honestly, all you're gonna want to do honestly is marry for money, because you're not gonna want to work a certain way, maneuver a certain way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'd be easier to marry someone who's already maneuvering like that. And you
Yeah.
just gotta fit in like a puzzle piece.
Right. So I want to play it again for the people who just coming on, and let's dissect every one of her words, because I think because so many people on social media like, oh, she's a gold digger, she's trash, she's selfish. I don't really think so. So let's watch.
Been divorced before, my first marriage, we made all of the mistakes.
The first thing I see that just jumps out of the video is she's very feminine. She seems like a submissive woman. She's very, she's not angry. She's not masculine or whatever. She seems like a very sweet soul.
Fortunately, he passed away.
So why did you guys get a divorce?
Because I really wanted something different. It's very unfortunate because he was the most loving, kind person.
Now, she said, I wanted something different. I can relate with that because I wanted something different.
I had all the love and support that I could have ever wanted. But I think I went through a period wanting money. Like I wanted to be with someone and be at a different level. And I saw him work all of the time. It's one thing to like work and work and work from like 4 a.m. to 10 p.m. at night, day in, day out, and still have no resources.
So resources to different people, depending on what state you live in, what city you live in. I can see somebody just working a $25 hour job, or whatever, $22 hour job, and they still are just getting by. You know what I'm saying? And it's just not enough. If you live in Miami, if you live in New York, it's certain cities that, if you live in LA, San Francisco, you could be busting your ass and still not make any money, And I can imagine how we can't get anywhere doing it like this. And if he's a leader, if he's a person that has offered you a system, like, would you be okay living like that?
I wouldn't be okay living like that, but at the same time, I don't know. He is the leader. He's the leader. He's the husband.
Yeah, but that system is what you're attached to, and the system doesn't work. He's 4 a.m. to 10 p.m. every evening, and y'all still ain't got no damn money.
I don't know. I just feel like you have to watch who you attach yourself with, woman to man and man to woman, because there are women who just don't have innovative minds. They just don't. She wanted to marry for money because she got tired of the system that was happening.
Yeah.
I feel like as a wife, if there's nothing that you can bring to the table, either to be industrious, I feel like it kind of says what kind of wife you want to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It speaks volumes to me as what type of woman you want to be in your relationship. And there's nothing wrong with what she wants. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with what she wants. There are women who just want to be taken care of, right? And there are women who want to enjoy being taken care of. There's a difference. There's a difference. There's a woman that you can take care of, and she's okay doing whatever she's doing, off with her friends. Y'all can spend time whenever y'all spend time, and you taking care of her. But there's a difference between enjoying being taken care of. You taking care of me, we're dating, you're taking care of me, we're having great times, we're creating memories, we're, doing all those things that couples do, and we're happy in marriage, we're able to get through conflict, because somebody that's taking care of you, they don't care about your issues. They don't care about what you're going through. They don't care about you. I got this money. This is why you with me. I'm doing what I'm doing. Don't question me. And I'm not saying it's that cut and dry all the time, But what I'm saying is I want to enjoy being taken care of. Don't just take care of me. Anybody can just take care of me. I want to enjoy being taken care of.
Yeah.
Because if not, I'll just be by myself and enjoy being by myself, taking care of what I need to take care of.
Yeah, yourself, right. And look, I need 100 more likes, y'all. Thank y'all for hitting the like button, but I need 100 more likes. So if you have not hit the like button already, please hit the like button. So Tracy Too Chill says 6 hours for him to rest. When are they gonna date, have sex, and be a family? And this is what I'm seeing, y'all. Like, people are just dogging this woman. I just look at this as the man's system is just broken. The system.
But she agrees to that system, though.
Huh?
She agrees. See, this is what I mean, right?
But you don't know. You see a hard-working man, and he works hard, and you're like, wow, that's great.
Look, you don't know if you don't know yourself, and you don't know how to truly be intuitive with people that you're trying to connect with, or you're on the verge of connecting with, right?
Yeah.
You know when someone is a worker and that's all that they're going to do, right? Yeah. You know when somebody is like, I know I'm bigger than this. I know that this is not it for me. I know that you know those things. But you know, I believe they have a child together.
No.
Or they need to take care of her child.
I think she's a single mom because she said she took in, hold on, let's play it. I think she said she took in me and David. Something about David. Let's see.
And for me to work, do the same, and just want a different life.
So, long story short, you wanted a different life and lifestyle.
Oh, real quick. Dead presidents. Remember dead presidents where the guy went to the military and he came back and he went to the military to take care of his family or whatever. They lived in a hood. They lived in the projects, and he got out of the military, found the job, and he's busting his ass trying to feed his family, but it's just not enough. And then she starts sleeping with the guy that she was sleeping with when he was in the military, and he started dropping money off. Do you remember that?
No, because I haven't seen Dead Presidents.
You never seen Dead Presidents? Oh,
I just it's I don't know. I just feel like it's the connection between people. Like
sometimes just busting your ass and you still live in the projects because the city you live in is just expensive, and busting your ass just isn't enough. Like, okay, so Keisha says she remembers, right? I just want y'all to think about this. A woman has the right to be like, yo, man, I don't like the life that you are leading us through.
I agree. I totally agree. Look, all I'm saying is, women, all I'm saying is, when a man is interested in
I know, right?
In you, and you're interested in him, the vetting process has to be like crucial. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you have to know what you want, because it's after you get married, now you got to set, like, marrying is biblically is the ripping of souls, right? It's a lot. Like you said, it was painful when
ripping of souls. Like, wait, what?
Like, did you not say it was painful when you got married? I mean, when you got divorced, like it was.
Oh, you said a divorce is ripping of souls.
Yeah, like divorce.
Oh, you said getting married is a ripping of souls.
No,
okay.
maybe I spoke wrong. I'm sorry, but divorce is the ripping of souls. Like, it's a lot that goes into that, whether it's financially, spiritually, mentally, emotionally. Like, it's literally the ripping of souls. And so I don't want to get in a situation with someone where I truly know that I cannot align with his plan, because women, I mean, you can't blindly go into something with a man. Because you're an individual, you have to be able to agree to his plan.
But Michelle, most women don't know what they want. And
And
I
that's the
can't get
problem.
mad at women because they're women. Women don't know what they want. They just don't. They just see what they want from other people, relationships or whatever, but they don't really know what they want.
Because they do it too fast, because everybody else wants them to get married. Oh, y'all,
Yeah. Yeah.
oh, y'all, went to school together. Y'all, it's like, just
Yes.
because those things are true doesn't mean
Mhm.
that we're right for each other for life.
Yeah.
Like, we may just be right for each other for this season. And a lot of people don't know how to cut off those seasons, or cut
Mhm.
off the reasons why they, talk to people or mess with them. Like, everybody knows, like, you can't ignore the innate feeling that you have when you're not supposed to be talking to somebody, when
Mhm.
you're not supposed to be with them, when they're not right for you, and
Right.
you literally ignore it. You be like, I'm gonna see for myself.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Jada Pinkett was a perfect example. Jada Pinkett wanted to live on a farm, but she was so used to saying yes to everything to appease other people. So she said yes to Will when he divorced his wife. And then she said yes to Will when he wanted to take the condom off. And then she ended up being pregnant. Then she said yes to her mom when she said, "Ooh, y'all got to get married then." And she was just like, "But I don't want none of this." So sometimes, I'm not a woman, so I can only see what women are doing and just seeing why they do it. And just me being the type of person I am, I'm always talking about women need to sit their asses down and follow a man. Well, if you don't know what you want and you sit your ass down and follow a man, you're going to be in a situation where I did what I was supposed to do as a woman. I sat my ass down and followed a man, but now my life is trash. You know what I'm saying? Because women don't know what they want. They don't. But what you said made a lot of sense. But women don't know how to, one, move slow instead of
mhm,
moving fast. They
mhm.
always like, things move so fast. They don't know how to move slow because they don't know what to do,
They
period.
don't know how to move slow because they, like you said, that performative, when we were talking about
Yes.
on our live
Mhm.
the other night, they're in this performative, like, you have to
Yeah.
say yes, or you have to, like, women don't understand, like, women, like, like, you got it better than you think. Like, you don't have to say yes to everything. You don't
You
have to,
don't.
you kind of hold the cards, like, you know
Yes.
what I mean? And a lot of women do not take advantage of that, but then want to say the man this and the man that and the man this, and it's
Is
like,
it FOMO, Michelle? Fear of missing out?
you're missing out. I don't think it's FOMO. I think it's
You got
just,
a good man, and then you just like, I'm not ready, or I want to move slow, and he wants to do all this stuff. But if I don't do it, I'm gonna miss out. Is it that?
no, it's not. If you don't do it, you're gonna miss out. I honestly, I don't know what it is. I just feel like females, like you said, don't know what they want.
Mm,
And if you've been in a home without a father, planning, organization, thinking ahead, those are not skills that you will have. Sorry
yeah,
to
yeah,
say. Unless you seek after them, right?
mhm,
Unless you do your due diligence, educate yourself, all that good stuff. But
yeah,
if you don't have a man in the house, you're not going to know how to do any of those things. And I'm not saying that women don't know how to do it, but like you
mhm,
said, women move fast. We want to get it done, or
mhm,
we're in that masculine energy that we feel
yeah,
like we have to do it, but we don't have the masculine logic. You know what
mhm,
I mean? So it's chaos. It's chaotic. What
yeah,
we're trying to do.
yeah,
So I just feel like women have to, like you said, slow it down, and understand and realize that when you're dealing with the man, he can only go at the pace that you allow him to go.
yeah.
So if it's moving fast, it's because you move fast right along with him.
But your job, to a certain degree, is to follow.
You're right. Now this is in a marriage. Like, I'm talking about women, like, when
No,
you're
in a
dating.
relationship, you sit back and just you do more observing than following, right? I understand that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But sometimes you can get following and observing mixed up where you like, I'm observing him, but like I said, I'm just going by the thought process of A woman doesn't know what the hell she wants. She doesn't know what love really looks like. She didn't have a dad, so she doesn't really know what she's supposed to look out for other than the typical red flags. He has a drinking problem. He's crazy. He's a fornicator. But other than the good red flags, which is he works too much. A black woman looking at a man saying you work too much is like, girl, you better get that, man. Get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I definitely understand what you're saying.
He's a hard worker. That's what women want, but
there's nothing wrong with a hard worker, but at the same time, there's some people who work hard, and there's some people who work smart and not as hard as somebody who have to use their hands every day. Who has to be in the field every day. There's people who don't have to be in the field and are paid for that, and they work smarter and not harder. So I understand her when she said, like, look, I want something different. I want something different than this lifestyle. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with her wanting that. I'm like, again, I'll just say, before you get into a marriage, understand what you want.
Right.
Take time for yourself to say, this is the life that I want to live, so you can manifest it. Like, seriously. Like, I don't think a lot of people understand how powerful they are because they don't look at themselves like that, but you should. You should look in the mirror and say, this is the life that I want. Anything that comes my way that's not reflective of this, I can't mess with.
You don't want it. Right. So let's keep going.
I can't mess with it. And so, like you said, a lot of females don't know what they want because they'll entertain a lot of different. And again, you have to go through your experiences to see who fits where and what is good and not good for you. But at the same time, if a man is talking marriage and that's not necessarily what you want in that man, don't do it. Y'all can still be friends. Like, or do you want to break his heart now or after the divorce? Like, you know what I mean? You gotta like, I just wouldn't marry a man knowing that is not, he's not going to be able to provide that a lifestyle that I want.
Right. So let's keep going.
Then he was able to provide. And so you said, you know what, this, I'm out of here. I need more money.
I was selfish.
Right here. Not many women have the capacity to be real and say, yeah, I was selfish. Because right here, this is a perfect opportunity for a woman to be like, no, I wasn't really like that. Because listen to how the other woman asked the question. This is an easy opportunity to be like, no, but she didn't. Listen.
You know what, this, I'm out of here. I need more money.
She was somewhat sarcastic. Anybody would have been like, well, nah, it wasn't like that. But she was real enough with herself and said, yeah, you're right.
I was selfish.
You never hear that coming from a woman. This woman is not a terrible person.
And took advantage of a real unfortunate situation, which was he loved me and David unconditionally.
So that is, he loved me and David unconditionally. Sounds like that wasn't his child. Do you agree or what?
I mean, it could have been his child. She could have just said it like that. I don't know. I don't know. I believe one child is his and the other one may be from the current marriage she's in.
Oh, okay. Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
Agreed.
All right.
Completely unconditionally. And when you love someone like that, you really accept their flaws and you accept less than what you should. So
accept less than what you should. Let's talk about that, Michelle. How do you know what level you're on as a woman when you can say, I can do better than this guy? Because sometimes women be delusional as hell, thinking they can get somebody better. Women be all fat and everything. I could get a man with a six pack. So how do are you able to discern what type of man you can get? I don't know whether it's looks or what. How do you know what type of man you can get versus what type of man that is just out of your league?
How do you determine what kind of man that you can get?
Have you ever seen or wanted or dated a man that you knew that was out of your league and you was like, I have no business being here? Because I don't know, do women feel like that? Men do.
Really?
We just like, all right, I know she can do way better than this, whether it's money, whether it's something else, but we know. But do y'all know?
I believe you can do better. When I always feel like if you're around a man and the energy is a negative filled energy, or they are, I don't know. Like, to me, like, if you're not speaking life most of the time, then you wishing death upon me. Like, that's how I feel. Like, you have to, again, I always say, like, you just have to like tap into who you are, because you'll know innately what you're capable of. So you'll attract that, or someone who's been there before to help elevate what you're already capable of. I think people look at being with men for the wrong reasons. I feel like a lot of times it is money based, and I'm not saying anything is wrong with that, but it cannot only be money based. Like, you have to be able to like this person in all seasons. I always say that. Like, you know what I mean? You want to be with me? Like, you need to see me in all seasons, because you might like me in July, but you might not like me in December. Like, you know what I mean? So being able to see someone in all seasons and see how they ride for you or they don't ride for you, like, that's how you know. But to say that someone is out of your league, you would only say someone is out of your league if you're not in the league you want to be in. Like,
what, Michelle? Do you know if a man is out of your league or not? Like, just yes or no?
Yeah, and when a man is out of your league, I'm gonna say
okay, because that's all I'm saying. Because at the end of the day, all this girly talk, the seasons, but do you know, like, all right, this dude can do way better than me?
I don't feel that way, but I'm sure females.
Okay, I don't know. I'm just asking because I don't know. I'm no woman, because we deal with a woman.
When you
we know they can do better than us.
Well, yeah, I've had men actually say, like, you could do better than me. I've had that said to me, and I feel like if a man
have you ever felt that he can do better than you?
You can do better than him. Do it.
Have you ever? So you saying you felt that you've been dated a man or seen a man or admired a man or whatever that you like? He is out of my league. You said yes.
Have I ever done it?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe once or twice. I probably was on vacation and saw somebody. Like, I don't know, like, not in love.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, maybe, but
the truth is,
someone is out of my league, because at the end of the day, we're people. Like, I don't care how much money you have. I don't care what you do. I don't care. Like, out of my league is not a real statement.
So it's not really a woman's way of thinking.
Not mine. Maybe some women do think like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's out of my league. I would never dare to, you know what I mean? But I also feel like you have to believe in you. Like, if you don't believe in you, like, you have to believe in you. Like,
what does that mean?
You have to believe in who you are. Like, you have to believe in who you are.
But we see, I think one of the problems with women is this delusion where you think you're something that you're not. And as men, we know what league we're in. As a content creator, I know what league I'm in. If I was a rapper, I would know what league I'm in. If you got Kendrick, Drake, Lil Wayne, different people are in a league that if I was a rapper, I would not be in their league.
Right.
So do women have no idea what league they're in or not in? Like, as an example?
I believe women do. I believe women do believe it or know what league that they're in. I just feel like it stops them from. It
should stop you so you won't get hurt because you're used.
Yeah, I'm
or
not scared of getting hurt. Like, I don't know. Like, I just don't think like the normal Aaron, you can't do this to me. I don't think like the normal. Like, I don't think like the normal, because I
Yeah.
feel like experiences that you have, you're meant to have them.
Mhm.
Like, if it don't
Okay, I
work
like that.
and I'm
I
crying
like
on the
that.
couch for 2 weeks, I'll accept that.
I like
Like,
that.
I'll eat that. Like, I'm
I
okay
like
with
that.
that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Then I'll
Okay.
move on. And
So
then
I understand what you're saying. So with you, it's like, I don't care if he's in my league or not out of my league, because if he's out of my league, I'm going to learn something by being with him or being around him.
yeah, like I don't take
Okay.
things like a waste of time. Like, I just take it as if,
Yeah.
you know, at the end of the day, we're two individuals. We're two
Right.
people, like two people. Like,
Mhm.
we can go out and relate to anybody out in this world. So
Right.
to put barriers up and, stop myself because I feel like a certain type of way, I feel like I'm cheating myself, actually.
Mhm. Okay.
I don't want to cheat myself out of experiences. And so I don't go into it like, oh, nah, Michelle, like, I don't think you can really, like,
Okay. That's fair.
like, I don't know.
So we do the same thing. We go, like, if Rihanna hits me up, she follows me and she actually just like likes my pictures, and I'm like, is that Rihanna? And I DM Rihanna, and she's like, no, you kind of cute. I actually like your content, and you seem pretty dope, right? I need a man that is like you. These rappers aren't like you. They're not opinionated. They just be like, yeah. I like a man that is bold enough to debate with me. Like,
Right.
I like how you see things. And we start talking, right? And I'm just me, and I start dating Rihanna. In my mind, she's out of my league, but I will still go. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I would still go, because I would, like you said, I would enjoy. I know she's gonna dump me at some point, but
But make
I'm
a good
gonna
life.
go though.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, why not? What you got to lose?
Because Rihanna is a billionaire. I'm sorry. She's out of my league. Y'all can say whatever, low self-esteem. She's out of my league. I'm not going to be able to keep up with no damn billionaire. Like, unless I start utilizing what she's doing around me and me taking pictures around her, and then my shit start going up fast enough. But I'm just saying, so as men, we can look at somebody and be like, all right, they're out of my league. But like you said, still go.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you should still do it, like, scared and all. I think that's like people's problem. Like,
Yeah.
do it scared, do it nervous. Like, it
Yeah.
don't even have to be a relationship. It could be anything. Just do it. Don't have the fear. If it's something that you want to do. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
feel like with this situation with this woman and her husband, you want somebody with more money, get at him, girl. Go find you somebody with more money if that's what you want in life.
Yeah.
But don't play with somebody who has unconditional love for you and your son, and who's there and who is a hard worker. You know what I mean? Like she said, it's an unfortunate situation, and then the man passed away. Like, it's one of those situations where you look back and you just like, damn, it was unfortunate, and I love them, but I just didn't have a connection to the lifestyle that he wanted for us. And it's okay, like you said, to change your mind. It is, but off the rip, like, you have to know what you like, because if you know what you like, your path in life will get a little bit easier, and you'll be able to see those signs and wonders that should be in your life that you don't know should be in your life if you didn't know yourself. Like, you have to know yourself for those things.
Yeah. So what's going on, Minister Jap? I watch your stuff. Oh, I'll definitely pull up on you, brother. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. I come to church. Yeah, Minister Jap, he be putting it down. I watch his stuff. 1000%, brother. So, first of all, Rihanna, if you out there, like, hit me up. But
taking care of her child.
Huh?
I said Riri is taking care of her child.
I would she's a single mom, and I'm one of the few dudes who are okay dating single moms. So Rihanna, I'm not gonna take you being a single mom against you. Like I will take care of well, the hell his name is baby.
Rihanna, I just want the lip line, fancy. Like I just want the.
Yo, I'm just saying, guys, fellas, all y'all dudes talking all this mess about single mothers. I ain't taking care of another dude's kids. Would you get with a Rihanna and take care of what's his name? The freaking dude.
ASAP Rocky?
Is it ASAP Rocky? I thought it was the other dude. Okay. Who's her baby daddy? The dark skinned dude. Because they both look exactly alike. ASAP Rocky. Huh?
Who baby daddy? Rihanna's?
Yeah. Is ASAP?
Isn't that his name? ASAP Rocky?
It's either ASAP Rocky or the other dude. They look just alike. They both rap. Okay, it's ASAP Rocky. Okay. Would you take care?
Going crazy. Like I thought that was his name.
Would you take care of ASAP Rocky's baby? Guys, put a 1 in the chat if Rihanna hit you up and the baby ain't even here yet. And would you take care of ASAP Rocky's newborn baby to be a Rihanna? Yo,
I don't even know how many men would really sign up for that. They probably
would. Shit me.
Intimidated and scared and that
shit
ego,
me.
That ego would be.
I'll name the baby and everything. ASAP Rocky. Get the baby my last name. I'll steal that nigga baby.
ASAP Mallory Aaron Jr.
ASAP Mallory. No, see, Travis Scott.
Is it Travis?
It's Travis Scott, not ASAP Rocky. That's what I'm saying. They look just alike. Travis Scott and ASAP Rocky are the same person almost. It's Travis Scott. That's what I'm saying.
Is it? Oh my God.
That's why I'm like, no, it's Travis Scott. So I would literally take care of Rihanna's Travis Scott. I will take his baby. Yeah. All right. So getting back on the conversation.
It is not Travis Scott. What?
Hold on. Let me see. Because hold on. Let me see. Who is Rihanna's baby daddy?
Why are you saying Travis Scott?
Okay, it's ASAP Rocky. It's ASAP Rocky.
Travis Scott.
Yeah, that baby's name would be ASAP Mallory. 1,000%.
Junior.
I would take that damn. I would take that nigga baby. It'd be my damn baby. We'll be beefing like. Let me tell you something. You come over here if you want to. Be at her mansion. Come over here if you want to and see what happened.
Look.
And it's my baby now. All right, so going back to the video. Hold on.
Really, I should have flaws, and you accept less than what you should. So really, I should have been a better wife. Every time we saw each other, like you knew that was your soulmate, right?
Wow, I mean, so he was your soulmate.
Yo, just a question.
That looks like.
Isn't she married? And how you calling another dude your soulmate? Ain't that kind of messed up? If me and you was married and you was talking about your ex-husband was your soulmate, I'm like, what the hell am I?
Was edited for some reason because she says that and then she looks at the camera like, bitch, please, that wasn't my soulmate. Like, I don't know. It's just weird the way she looked.
Hold on, right here. Let me see.
Right. I mean,
wow, so he was your soulmate.
Oh, the look. Oh, I see it.
Like,
yo, hold on. I want y'all to this is what I teach in my coaching group. How to recognize eye movements. Watch her good catch, Michelle. Good catch. Watch her eyes, everybody.
I mean,
wow, so he was your soulmate.
Y'all see that? That means he was not her soulmate. Oh, damn. That's crazy how you pick that up.
Wow, so he was your soulmate.
Golly.
It's so like power. It's like striking. Like you can just see beams coming from her eyes.
Wow. She's looking at her like, you ain't gotta say, you ain't gotta make it like, you
You
ain't
have
gotta
to say it like
repeat it.
that, Melanie.
Yeah, like you making me look bad because I got a whole husband out here. You were like, wow, he's your no, damn it. I'm just talking.
It's hard because I knew how he still felt about me.
He just loved you.
He really did.
And you broke his heart.
She's like, this bitch. Why you keep making it sound so bad? Look at the laugh like this bitch.
Like, yeah, I broke his heart.
Hold on, y'all. Look. Watch how she's
how
looking.
He still felt about me.
He just loved you.
He really did.
And you broke his heart.
She's like, this bitch.
Oh, don't cry, Tip.
You know what those tears were from? Let me tell you.
Okay.
She got with this man now that has money and she's still not happy.
Yes. Yes.
Not happy. She wished she had the love, the unconditional love that man that was working, night and day, working night and day. Yeah. She wished that she had that unconditional love that she had from him because like I said earlier, most times when you get with someone who has money, there are certain needs, excuse me, there are certain needs that go unnoticed. And it's not purposefully, it's strategically. Because when you have money, you have a system and a plan that keeps running that allows you to have money. That's why
hold on one second. Speaking of money, drop a damn super chat. Speaking of money, and hit the like button. We need 100 likes. So speaking of money, drop a damn super chat, y'all. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
But yeah, like the system that you have in place is you have this system and it allows you to make money and be disciplined with money and with your emotions and with your feelings and logically. Money is tied to logic, emotions. It's tied to that, and so while she probably got the love from her husband that was working from 4 a.m. to 10 p.m. he probably still catered to her needs, but it wasn't a lifestyle that she wanted. To now being with someone who has money, because I remember last season she wanted to be there for her son's haircut and the father was there and she was like in her feelings. I think with this show and things like that, you see that money can actually keep you busy too, tired, exhausted. It can. And so the unconditional love that she probably got in her first marriage is not a love that she sees in the marriage that she's in now.
Yeah. And that's that tells you y'all little selfish ass women, y'all always think your grass is greener on the other side, or you see your friends balling or doing well or whatever, and y'all, working hard or whatever. I was driving for Uber at one point. Like I told you, I was not selling books out of Uber. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't selling any books. I didn't make no money. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was my hustle. You know what I mean? So and imagine dating a guy that is like 40 and he's an Uber driver. You know what I'm saying? A woman could be like, what? You know what I'm saying? But look where I am now. You know what I mean? So it was worth it, but you have to pay attention to where a guy's going, because some guys aren't going anywhere, So I'm not saying date a man for potential, but you have to look at the system he's running and say, okay, does this system have the capacity for exceptional growth? So this particular man, like I said earlier, this man didn't really have a system that had the capacity for growth.
Right.
You working 10 hours a day. What 12 hours a day? That was even more than 10 hours a day, because 4 to 4, she said 4 a.m. to 10. He probably got to work at 7 or 6. I don't know. Wake up at 4. You know what I'm saying? Take a shower, got to sit in traffic. So it's probably like 7. So 7 to 7, and then probably traffic or something like that. I don't know. But that's more than 12 hours a day. So I
Yeah.
don't know, but there's no room for growth with that.
It's
You know?
not, because she has to be there. And like I said, it depends on the type of wife you want to be. Like, you know what I mean? It depends on if you want to be that type of wife who, is making money with your man, or career oriented, or if you just want to lay back and enjoy the fruits of
Yeah.
your husband's labor.
Yeah.
And while that's okay, a husband can't be mad if you're not performing at a certain level with things, and you can't, like, there has to be a give and take in what type of lifestyle you want, and knowing what type of lifestyle you want you can't do that after you get married. You can't determine that after you get married. It's not you or the other person, because it stunts your growth. Because you're gonna hit a wall. You're gonna hit a wall.
Yeah. So do you think overall she was wrong or she was right for leaving this situation?
Overall, I think that she was right for leaving.
I agree. I think she was right too.
I feel like if you're not happy in a situation, no matter what you coulda, shoulda, woulda did before y'all got married, at some point you have to correct it. Now you have to take what comes with that decision that you're making. But at the end of the day, if you're not happy, I feel like everyone has the ability to fix it.
Yeah.
And yes, somebody else's feelings will get hurt, but at the end of the day, we're not here to please everyone.
Right.
We're here to make everybody happy.
Everybody in the comments, put either right or wrong in the comments. Do you think the woman was right for leaving, or was she wrong for leaving? So I need everybody to either type in right or type in wrong. What's up, Maria? And hit the freaking like button, okay? Put your thumbs to use, put your finger to use, and hit the freaking like button, and let us know what you think. Okay, 3 people. All right, 2 people said right, 1 person said wrong. All right, we got wrongs, 2 wrongs. All right, keep going, keep going. I want to see, was she right or was she wrong for leaving this guy? Stacy said right. Shelly said wrong.
Yeah, ask yourself if you right or wrong for staying in a situation that you're not happy in.
Right. So looks like it's a little even. Rich man doesn't trust anyone. But the thing about it is,
ooh, not whores.
What is that? What? Oh, whores.
But I'm saying, like, I like Corey, I would kind of agree with you a little bit. Like, they have their system for making money, and it works for them, and they're not going to allow anything to penetrate that psychological or that train of thought of when it comes to their money.
Yeah,
you're added to the lifestyle. Like you're just a plus one now. Like, you know what I mean? So you can't really expect to have this love-filled relationships.
Yeah, if you're not an asset to the man, you're just an accessory to the man.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Oh, hold on. That's a bar. Sometimes when you get with a man with money, you're not an asset to him. You're God damn it. Oh, you're not an asset to the man. You're an accessory to the man. And you want to be his asset and not his accessory. That is very important. So, like I said, I think she made the right decision. I think too many women don't know when to leave and they don't know when to stay. I think that is the biggest problem with women, period. They don't know when to leave, but they don't know when to stay. Because they start overthinking. I'm not happy. Should I thug it out? Or either I'm not happy, like, should I leave? You know what I'm saying? And sometimes women leave when they should have stayed, and sometimes women stay when they should have left. And in this situation, I think she did the right thing by leaving, even though all this soulmate mess and she was feeling bad. I think the reason why she feels bad is because she picked a bad guy to marry now. And in this situation, it's not that she made a bad decision to not be with the guy. I think she made a bad decision to be with the guy she's with now. Mm-hmm. And I think that's where the sadness is coming from in that video.
I think so too, because if you're truly happy, you know, speaking about something that didn't serve you or that you weren't quote unquote happy in or didn't want, that's not the lifestyle, not to say that it still wouldn't bring you emotion, but you would be satisfied with the choice that you made. You know what I mean? You would be, I feel for it, because it's like the man passed away. So she can't even continue any type of, relationship with him. And when I say that, I don't mean like a sexual or any, just a, hey, how you doing? Something like that.
Yeah.
But it's just the way that she spoke about his love for her. Mm-hmm. It's the way that she spoke about his love for her. And that's the protection of love that a lot of women desire in a man. Mm-hmm.
And when love isn't enough. Like I don't care about this love stuff.
You're right.
Women just,
but she went from one
lines up with all this love bullshit, huh?
She went to one extreme to the other, and money, just money isn't right either. So I feel like you have to have a combination of the both. And the only way you can have a combination of the both if both people know each other well enough and know each other within well enough to recognize themselves in the other person. If you can recognize yourself in that other person, I think you're good. You know what I mean? If you can't recognize yourself in the other person, like, is that me? Do I don't know. Like, if you can't do that, I just don't, because you'll always be looking for yourself. When I marry somebody, I want to see me and him.
I like
don't want us to be exactly alike, but I want to see myself in him, because if I see myself in him, I'm not going to be trying to find myself out here with other people.
I like that.
Like, no, if I see myself in you, I'm good.
Yeah. Totally agree with you on that. Totally agree with you on that. What do you think about this right here? She was wrong. Damn your happiness. It comes and goes. It's about the commitment you made and the vow to the Most High. What do you think?
Do y'all think y'all going to hell if y'all divorce somebody and start a relationship with someone else? Because there's a lot of things you probably made a vow to in the Most High and didn't probably, stick to it. I feel like there are certain things that you cannot put stipulations on because it's written in a book.
Right.
You know what I mean? There are certain things that you have to live this life. Those are words that you're giving to people that say, oh, well, they made a vow before God. Well, they did make a vow before God, but you know what? God has renewing mercies day after day.
And my thing is this, I totally disagree with what they said. See, personally, and this is just me, I don't believe in loyalty. Mm-hmm. All right. I don't give a damn who you are. If you become a problem in my life and the problem won't go away, see, it's not about love. It's about whether you're a problem or not, whether you're a liability or whether you're an asset, right? Mm-hmm. So once I start looking at you like a liability in my life, mm-hmm. I'm out. After a certain amount of time, counseling or whatever, I'm out. I don't want, because I'm happy, and this is just me personally. I'm so happy in my life now. I'm okay with a little bit of less happiness because, the other person might be going through stuff, might have family problems. I could be there for them, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That person just keeps sucking the life out of me. I'm not going to do it.
That's what I said. Like, if you speaking death more than life, like, I can't do it, because at the end of the day, when you've individually come to a point where you're happy and you don't allow people to disrupt that, that becomes a normal way of life. You look to see, who's coming into to knock on your door and disrupt your peace, and you get to look at the people and say, "Not today, Satan," and keep it moving.
Right.
I don't see anything wrong with that. I just feel like, you know, you only have one life to live. If you marry the wrong person, I don't think that God is going to strike you to hell to be with someone that you're truly happy with. I don't think God desires for you to be with someone that you're not happy with. And I think that we know when we're going against who God wants us to be with.
Yeah. See,
so worst, at the end of the day, the divorce is probably your punishment for not being obedient in the first place.
Yeah, the worst feeling I have ever felt was regret. So I don't care about these other feelings. I don't want to feel regret again, you know? So me regretting, that means because I didn't do something. So I'm going to do it. Whether I'm going to go after the woman, go after the situation, go after the money, go after the opportunity, or go after the divorce.
Right. Someone said if you're chasing happiness, you'll never be happy. Happiness lives.
No, I'm happy now.
Right. I feel like happiness lives inside of you. Knowing yourself, again, I'll say it until I'm blue in the face. Knowing yourself brings you happiness. Knowing what you like, knowing where you like to go, knowing what type of music you like to listen to, knowing what relaxes you, those things bring happiness and peace.
Yep. That's a fact.
And so chasing that for yourself is fine. Trying to chase that in someone else is not okay.
Yeah. And okay. Somebody said these two are talking about being obedient to God. I'm obedient to myself. Now, God gives me signs, gives me guidance. So I'm obedient to him also. But to a certain degree, I am God and God is me. And God is in me. So God is all around me. So being obedient to myself is me being obedient to God. So I look at it as being obedient to myself. And I have to be able to hear God, see God, feel God in order to be obedient to myself. Because, you know, he guides me and I'm able to listen to when I made mistakes or what I need to do. Do I need to go right? Do I need to go left or whatever? So I'm obedient to God due to the fact that I'm obedient to myself. See, too many people, they second guess themselves.
See, I'm the opposite, but go ahead.
What do you mean?
So if I was obedient to myself, I probably wouldn't be where I am or who I am.
What? That's interesting.
If I was obedient to myself, to my flesh, I just wouldn't be. I wouldn't have made the decisions that I made. So I understand.
I don't mean flesh though. When you said my flesh, now I'm agreeing with you. Okay. I'm obedient to my spirit, not my flesh.
Okay.
My flesh wants to do all kinds of shit. And I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna deny that.
Okay. You know? So you have to, be obedient to your spirit. And a lot of people deny that, myself included. I'm not above anyone. I've done it. You know what I mean? You have to be obedient to that, because if you're not, then the sayings of, oh, well, now you're breaking a contract between you and your spouse. It's like, because I wasn't obedient to myself. Like now to my spirit. So now I have to undergo.
And contracts are broken all the time.
The tearing of the soul. Now I have to go through it.
Right.
To start from scratch.
Yeah. If AT&T starts being trash, I'm taking my ass to Verizon and I'm gonna break that contract. I broke Verizon's contract to go to AT&T. And AT&T was like, we'll pay you, get you out of your contract. I was like, oh, damn, that's awesome.
But most times back in the day, it used to be a penalty, right?
So they pay for your penalty.
Exactly. You had to pay for your penalty. So, a lot of people could say, oh, well, they're breaking their contract before God. But at the end of the day, I don't believe in being with someone and being unhappy. Like, I know you're gonna, and don't get me wrong, marriage has its seasons and its waves and its ups and downs and its pits and its valleys and mountain peaks. But at the end of the day, you need to be able to wake up and say, I can truly be happy with this person. I can tolerate them. We cannot agree, but we can, still be on the same page, or we can look at each other, give each other a look and boom. Like, you want to be able to do those things with someone, because if not, and then long term, what you want in life, because it's not about the short term. It's about, where you want your life to go, where he wants his life to go. If they don't align, y'all just gotta stay friends and root for each other. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with being friends with someone and still cheering them on, still being someone that can support them. You don't always have to be sexually intertwined with someone.
Right. I've been with somebody, or I've had the feeling where, like, you get on my last nerves, but there's nobody else I want to be with. That's what I want again, where I don't care what you do, what I see, what I smell, what I deal with. Like, I don't want to deal with nothing else but that.
Mm-hmm. People are asking if I'm married. No, I'm not married. I was engaged, but I grew in a house where my parents were married. My mother was a housewife for a number of years. She worked until she got hurt, and then she became a housewife. And so I saw a blueprint, of not necessarily everything that I wanted in a marriage, but I saw the structure. I grew up in a home, that my dad was a deacon in church. Like, I grew up in that type of home. And
why y'all asking her all these questions? How about y'all send her a Cash App? How about y'all do that? So she's answering questions.
Yes,
Cash App her.
So I can speak on anything. Thank you. But yes, I saw how it goes.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of women who don't want to sacrifice. There's a lot of women who don't want to submit because this and that. And it's just like, there is structure. There's order, and then there's structure.
Right. I totally agree. So if y'all got any questions, I'll invite y'all up, because I want to see what you guys have to say pertaining to this video, because y'all are super opinionated. So come up, hang out with us for a second before we go. I got another show.
Why didn't you get married, Michelle? If you send me a Cash App, I will definitely answer that question for you.
That's what I'm talking about. Michelle's
I will
getting
answer that question for you. Michelle 1500. I will definitely answer that question for you.
Her Cash App is under here. It's scrolling across. The last one is hers. It's Michelle 1500 with one L. So send her a damn Cash App since you send her asking all these damn questions. Huh?
I said it has to be a double-digit number. If not, keep your opinions to your damn self.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. But yeah, this is what I'm talking about, y'all. Like, if y'all want to ask all these questions or whatever, cool. You know what I'm saying? But you got to drop a super chat, drop a Cash App or something. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, stay at her damn business, Or y'all can come up on the show and, ask it or talk about it or whatever. But yeah, we ain't here to be answering y'all damn questions. We're here to go over what this woman actually did, and our
Been divorced before. My first marriage, we made all of the mistakes. Unfortunately, he passed away.
So why did you guys get a divorce?
Because I really wanted something different. It's very unfortunate because he was the most loving, kind person. I had all the love and support that I could have ever wanted. But I think I went through a period wanting money. Like, I wanted to be with someone and be at a different level. And I saw him work all of the time. It's one thing to work from 4 a.m. to 10 p.m. at night, day in, day out, and still have no resources. And for me to do the same and just want a different life.
So, long story short, you wanted a different life and lifestyle than he was able to provide. And so you said, you know what, this, I'm out of here. I need more money.
I was selfish. and took advantage of a real unfortunate situation, which was he loved me and David unconditionally, completely unconditionally. And when you love someone like that, you really accept their flaws and you accept less than what you should. So really, I should have been a better wife. Every time we saw each other, like, you knew.
Oh, so they seen each other after they got divorced. I didn't hear that part.
Mm-hmm.
That was your soulmate, right?
Wow, I mean, so he was your soulmate.
That look.
It's hard because I knew how he still felt about me.
So, damn, that's another part I didn't see. I didn't pay attention to. They actually seen each other after they got divorced or whatever, and she can see or feel the hurt.
Yeah, because again, marrying someone and divorcing them is ripping of the souls.
Mm-hmm.
You have a life with someone, and then to divorce from them, no matter what the reason is, is a ripping of your soul.
Mm-hmm.
And so you have to detach from this person financially, emotionally, mentally. You have to do all that with a person and start over. And because you want more money, again, I don't necessarily agree with it, but if that's what you feel like you want to be happy for you, then do it. But guess what? That emotional and that unconditional love that you had with that worker that you didn't want to be with, you'll never find that again. Not like
you can find it again.
Not like that. Not like.
Right.
Did you hear how she spoke about it? The way that she spoke about it, it was like he unconditional and he loved us and he would do anything. Like she spoke about it in a way where it's just like, I need that. Like I had that and I don't have it anymore.
You can get that again though. I don't know what happened.
I'm not saying that you can't, but because you have it and the way that you speak about it and you moved on to a situation that if you had it, you would have said that you had it. Like, I'm happy now in my current situation and blah, 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 but I know that I had X, Y, and Z. She didn't speak like that. She spoke about the past and you can see the hurt and you can feel the hurt for her that she made a decision that her heart probably regrets. Her mind wanted money. Her mind wanted a different lifestyle.
Yeah, I agree.
Her heart felt safe with the dude who was working.
Yeah. All right, Danny looks like his signal dropped out. He was about to say, but okay. All right, y'all, make sure. Oh, here you go. Hold on. Here goes Danny again. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, Mauricio, sorry, I have a connection problem. I'm moving in the location, so I don't know if you guys can hear me clear right now.
Go ahead.
Thank you. I just want to say thank you, sir, and ma'am, thank you very much for watching. You see, conversation like this should have been long time ago mainstream, because that would give some type of stability. Because most people, what they watching on TV, those stuff do not give them stability. It's industries agenda that are making money on top of us. There are people behind all those agendas because our family were not like that in the past. We stay together, during slavery, during the Jim Crow, when both of us, black men, black women, who were treating like trash, like property, both of us, not just one of us, both of us, we stick together.
We stayed together because we didn't have options. We have options now. I don't believe in just people just staying together just because they got to stay together. No, I don't agree with that. We have options now.
Okay. So you do realize that in the past there were more stability in terms of there were less divorce. I mean, the children, there was more stability in the family than after we got all those options with the feminism movement the door is open.
No. What's wrong with options? I understand what you're saying, but as a man, we have to consider what our woman or wife is going through. And working 4 a.m. to 10 o'clock at night is not a life that nobody's going to enjoy. If the woman woke up 4 a.m. and got home at 10 o'clock at night, or the man did, Don't nobody want to deal with that shit. So the answer is no. She should have left him. I'm sure it was a point where he could have did something different, found a better job, a different job, or did something else or whatever. He chose not to, and he lost his damn wife. And I see y'all see how the woman feels, but you don't know if the man was stubborn. We don't know because he passed away. But don't nobody want to deal with nobody who's working 4 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock at night. And nobody got time to be dealing with that. That's not a marriage. Huh?
But even if you are, right? Even if you are dealing with somebody like that, again, I said in the beginning, in a marriage, you're serving one another. So even if that is the 4 a.m. to 10 p.m. or whatever the hours were, if your thought process is to serve the man that you're with, then when he gets home, you're going to have a foot bath ready for him. You're going to have his night clothes ready for him when he gets in the shower or whatever. Like, it would be a different type of thought process rather than, oh my God, he's been gone all day. He's taking care of him should make you feel good, because him going to work is thinking that that's making you feel good as a woman. It's making you feel good that he's doing that for you. But if you're at home, like, oh my God, what is he doing? Why is he not home yet? Why are we still, like, I understand wanting a different lifestyle. But if you don't want the lifestyle of a wife who takes care of her husband who does work that much, then you should be single or go find what you want or need. Because if he's giving you unconditional love, he could be giving it to somebody else.
No. Ain't nobody else gonna put up with that shit either.
Well, you never, there's
4 a.m. to 10 p.m. Ain't nobody dealing with that.
There's some women who don't want the lifestyle that she wants. There are some women that just wants a man who's out for 10 hours to work. And then he's home.
That's 14, 15 hours though.
Look, there are some women that don't want a man in the house all the time. There are, just like there's men who do not want to always be around their woman. So they go and work, and then they go to the gym, and then they go to the bar with their friends. Like, there are some women who don't want that. And so they're okay with their man being out majority of the day.
But she wasn't, Michelle. That's the point. She wasn't okay. That's the problem. And that's what I'm saying. There has to be consideration. You can't just be like, well, I do this, do that. Well, I don't like it. As a man, as a woman also, you got to figure out another way to do the stuff, or you're going to lose your damn marriage. Nobody cares. If you got this stupid ass job that ain't paying enough money, you got to work all the time, do something different or I'm out. And that's just really what it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You got to find a way to pivot and make adjustments in life, no matter what it is. You can't just sit around and say, well, I work 20 hours a day for you. Nobody wants that. That's too many damn hours away from the other person.
There are some people who don't care, though.
But
there are some people that care.
She does. She did.
Look,
and he didn't consider that.
I don't even think that is that. She cared about, because the person that she's with who has money has to also make moves that can sustain that money. So there's no way, unless, I don't know what's, oh God, her current husband, I think he's an ex-football player or something like that.
But she went to the extreme opposite.
Right. She went to the extreme opposite because this man must be established enough to for her to probably move how she wants to. She's still probably not up under a man all day. I don't think she wanted to be up under a man all day. I feel like she wanted the freedom to be married, taken care of, and live a life that she wants, knowing that she has this man's last name and his resources.
But if she is with a man she's not happy with, it's her problem. It's her fault. Because that means she went with one guy that she couldn't be happy with. Then she's with another guy she can't be happy with to a certain degree. Because I'm trying to look at this objectively. She may be trash also, because it depends on, because like I said, I don't know what the story is about her present situation. And if she's not happy with this guy, that means she don't know what the hell she want, and she's running around wasting men's time.
Yeah.
But I
Like, you know,
disagree that she should have left the first guy. But if she ain't happy with the second guy, now we got to look at her because she's the common denominator, right?
but guess what? When we were talking, she will take being unhappy with the man with more money. Not once did she talk about her current relationship and how it turned around for the better and it's just great now. Like, you know what I mean? She never once mentioned that. And we have to pay attention to the things people say and the things that people don't say. Okay.
Okay.
We talked about this man being her soulmate and all these good things about this man that she was with. And she used the word I think. If you play it back, she says, I think I went through this phase where I wanted more money.
Money. Yeah.
That's what she said. I think. Girl, you know you didn't think that. You know, you knew that's what you wanted. Right. Yeah. So even to say that is like you're still not taking full accountability for what this massive decision that you're making.
Yeah.
You're not really taking full accountability when it's asked if was that your soulmate. She gives this look like I don't know, but I think that she would take being unhappy with the man who has money rather than being semi-happy with someone who unconditionally loves her, but she may be sitting in the house all day, or all she does is take the kids to school and come back home, and she really don't have this lifestyle where she can just freely move the way that she wants to move.
Right. Right. I understand what you're saying. Hold on. I got Jocelyn, thank you for the Cash App. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the Cash App. Oh, and E-Man Strong says, been married for 13 years and 3 kids. Marriage is not about happiness. It's about the purpose. It's hard. We got to stop this of you're not happy, leave talk. Kids are being traumatized. Learn to stay. I actually disagree with that because
go ahead, because I'll give my opinion after you.
It's 2 ways to traumatize your children. The first way is to leave and break up the home, right? The second way to traumatize your children is to stay and allow your children to grow up seeing 2 people that hate each other, arguing with each other, fighting each other, don't love each other, don't want to be around each other, cheating on each other. And then that kid grows up thinking that I don't never want to get married because marriage is trash. So it's 2 different things. It's not easy and cut and dry. Now, when it comes to marriage, yes, it's hard. I've been married before. And it's a lot of ups and downs, you know, and I left mine. And I think it was for the best, because to be honest with you, I wouldn't be who I am now if I would have stayed married, because I wouldn't have had the capacity to spend this much energy to become MrLetGo. It took years for me to learn this where I am now. Okay. It took a lot of energy. It took a lot of time alone. And being a married man with kids or whatever, I just would have just denied that side of me. There were women that I met as a single man that pushed me or inspired me to be who I actually am. I would have not met those women if I would have stayed married, because I would have stayed with the woman I was with. And she was just a 9-to-5 worker. I was a 9-to-5 worker, and we would have just had our 9-to-5 jobs. I started dating women who had side jobs, or who are entrepreneurs, who did different things, who are creative. And I always say it's 4 women that actually inspired me to be who I am now. I would have never met those women. So I don't regret my, ending my marriage. I love my ex-wife to this day. Should I have or should I have not? I don't know, because it wasn't a terrible marriage, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, did I traumatize my kids? I actually asked my kids. We always talk about this stuff, and the answer is actually no. I actually thought I traumatized my oldest daughter. My oldest daughter said, no, her granny traumatized her. And I was like, oh, damn, I thought I did. So sometimes you can end a marriage and still have a great family dynamic like I have. Is it perfect? No. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I don't think, coming from my own kids, and me and my kids are like very close, and they'll tell me if I'm trash, if I suck, if I did this, they'll tell me. And according to them, did not traumatize my kids. Even though I thought I traumatized my kids. So that is not just a cut and dry answer on whether you should stay or whether you should not. But I would lean towards staying instead of not staying. But you got to understand that if things start getting crazy and y'all start hating each other, you can't stay. The hate, the resentment, because I feel like, and I don't like saying I feel like, but I think this is a good opportunity to say I feel like. So I personally feel like when you start resenting another person, it's very difficult to go back. Resentment is like next to hate. So, but what do you think about that? What he's saying?
I would agree with what he's saying. Learn to stay. I would also agree marriage is not about happiness. It's about the purpose. I know I've been saying the word happy a lot, but what I believe in is that, and I've been saying it all throughout the video, you have to know you first. You have to know what you like, what you don't. You have to know you, what makes you angry, what triggers you, what you're not confident in, what you're lacking, and you have to be honest about those things before you join with someone to be married to them. Because there are people, like you said, that have the capacity to work with you on those things, and then there's people who don't have the capacity to work with you on those things.
Yeah.
If you don't have the capacity, you're probably going to get a divorce from them because they're not trying to tolerate the unadulterated truth about who you are. If you're even trying to face it or tolerate it, right?
Right.
I feel like purpose, to me, marriage means that I'm in my purpose, you're in your purpose, and that's how we find each other. I don't believe that, and there are a lot of people who are in high school and things like that have gotten married. And, I think even those relationships go through hard times because you're still learning yourself.
Yeah.
Learning yourself. So even those relationships go through hard times and or breakups, right? So honestly, when you're operating in your purpose, that's when you're finding out what makes you happy. And so that's why I say that word a lot, because you're finding out what truly makes you happy and what makes you sad, what pisses you off, what you don't like, things like that. But when you join with someone, you can't be joining with them so they can add to your happiness. That's not what I mean either. I'm not going to join to someone so they can add to my happiness. But when I'm with them, does my happiness explode? Does it go to another level? Then okay. But if I'm around you and my energy level drops all the time, there's a problem there. If I'm around you and I'm trying to express myself, you try to express yourself and it's just negativity, there's a problem there.
Yeah.
So we have to be honest and working in your purpose for those who, know that there's more for you out here than just a 9 to 5. You'll enjoy that process. You'll actually,
and that's the thing that's the thing I'm saying.
You'll enjoy that process. That process will make you happy. And so then when you do, get in contact and in relation with the person that you're supposed to be with, the hard times that come, y'all good. Like you'll be able to get through them. Not saying that they won't come, they will. But at the end of the day, are you able to wake up and look yourself in the face and say, I can accept myself and I can accept the person that I made this vow under, under God with. I can accept myself and I can accept them too. Because honestly, marrying someone is being to accept the person for who they are.
Yeah.
For who they're going to be or whatever. And can I accept you for who you are?
Right.
Which means you know who you are and have you revealed who you are to me.
Right. I agree with you on that. So E-Man drops another super chat. I appreciate you. I get what you're saying, but talk about these women and men leaving because it's cold outside. I
For the
understand that.
frivolous reasons, the frivolous reasons.
Yeah, I understand that. But just listening to this woman's story, I think she did the right thing by leaving. You know, love isn't everything. Love isn't everything. So a man can love you unconditionally, all this stuff. But if your life is trash because this man is at work all the time, you can literally, I had an ex-girlfriend that told me that I worked so much where she felt alone. Right? She never told me that when we were together. She told me that years later because I check on my exes and we have conversations. And I was like, damn, I didn't know that. Right? So some people feel alone just being home by themselves and a man is gone all the time, you know? So men, I'm sorry, especially in this day and age, you can't be gone all day and all night, coming home tired. Now you don't feel like having sex. You don't feel like talking. You don't feel like, anything, just being married because you so tired. That shit gets old and ain't nobody gonna put up with that because that other person is a human being and human beings need interactions. Nobody gives a shit about you being tired.
Right.
So that's all I'm saying. It's we have to adjust. We have to communicate with our mate and make adjustments. Sometimes it's just like on YouTube or Instagram. Sometimes the algorithm just changes when at one point you're you gaining followers, you gaining this and that, and at some point ain't nobody liking your video, ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes the algorithm changes, right? Like as an example, on Instagram, and I'm staying on subject, you cannot post an IGTV video. If you post anything past 1 minute, nobody's going to see it. Okay? Instagram literally just shut down anything going. They wanted to focus on IG Reels. I seen this happening and I was like, yo, man, ain't nobody watching my stuff. And I post a reel and it'll go crazy, right? So I only post reels on Instagram. That is you making adjustments. You seeing something in your whatever, your emotional algorithm on you, social media algorithm, your relationship algorithm, something just changed, right? So instead of me just still posting IGTV 4-minute videos, me running my mouth, I literally said, okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to run my mouth on YouTube and I'm just going to post IG Reels on Instagram. That is the reason why I'm on YouTube so often, because Instagram literally said, I don't want to hear you talking so damn much. Go do all that talking on YouTube. So I'm on YouTube specifically because I was doing all of this talking on Instagram and Instagram's algorithm changed. So the bottom line is, regardless of it, it's your job, it's your kids, it's your mate, it's your marriage, you have to pay attention to when things are changing and you have to adjust to it, or you're going to lose whatever it is that you have.
Yeah, most times it's like that in corporate America, honestly. People don't want to hire you if you're not adjustable, if you can't adapt to change.
Right.
Because it's just the way of the world. And no matter what you're doing, no matter who you're dealing with, change is going to happen.
Right. So Mr. Brooks says, thank you for the super chat. To offend as Americans, we overspend and blame the other partner for not having enough. Well, this particular situation was something that I can simply understand. Somebody who works 15 hours a day, that's not a marriage anymore, because most likely the person is tired by the time they get home. Who wants a life like that?
Yeah, there's no balance. There's no work-life, balance,
Yeah.
let alone marriage, working on your marriage, in your marriage, and through
Mhm.
it. Like, you know what I mean? Then if you have kids, it's just like, it's a lot. It's
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. And honestly, women are receivers. So if that's what you're giving a woman and she's receiving that, and you're not willing to, like you said, adjust, um, she's not going to receive it anymore. It's not going to be something that she receives anymore. She's going to reject it
Mhm.
after.
Yeah. So like just the same way I looked at the Instagram algorithm and said, I'm gonna take my talking ass over to YouTube, because y'all wonder like, damn, he be on YouTube every day. I used to be on Instagram every day, right, Michelle?
Yep.
How many times we'll do Instagram lives together and be on Instagram live for 3 hours of shit?
Yep. And now it's YouTube, YouTube, YouTube.
Because I recognize the algorithm of life changing and I adjusted.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
men, women, the number one thing I want y'all to know is your mate, your kids, your job, your life, whatever you do on social media, at some point is going to change. And it's important for you to adjust to the changes. And if you don't adjust, you're going to lose whoever or whatever it is that you have, period.
Yeah, I agree.
But we about to end this, and just so y'all know, I'm coming back at 3 o'clock. So at 3 o'clock, and you could say in 1 hour, I'm doing a show about the 7 reasons why you women are still single. The 7 reasons why you all are still single. So if anybody's watching this after the show is over, like later on or whatever, not only watch this, watch the next video. I'm going to probably, to the people who just watching the recording and not the actual live, the video is going to come up in a minute. It's going to be somewhere around here or whatever. And it's going to be called The 7 Reasons Why Why You Are Single. And I got some notes that are freaking dope. So y'all have a good rest of y'all day and pull up on me in another hour. So don't go nowhere. In another hour, I'm coming back doing another show about the 7 reasons why y'all asses are still single.
All right, y'all.
All right. Y'all have a good one.